Alright, here we go. You can see boarding doors are open. I'm actually in the middle of programming the flight management computer right now. Boarding has already started in the back of the plane.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we are refueling the aircraft during boarding, you must observe the no smoking signs. As smoking on this aircraft is prohibited at this time.
You can see
the
IRE just aligned, and I've got my weather display up right now, so you can see we'll come down here, zoom in a little bit, and we're gonna flip the weather display to weather and turbulence, and then come back up and around. You can actually see it displaying on the primary flight display right there. You can see we're sitting at Heathrow right now. I've already got a flight plan plugged in, but gonna come in here, give us some stats on the plane. Gross weight of 400,000 pounds approximately, 140,000 pounds of fuel, so a gross weight of 540,000 pounds at takeoff. And let's run through and program what we need to into the computer real quick. So go out, zoom out a little bit. Cruise altitude of 36,000 today. Cost index, because it's a simulator, of 100. Our step climb size today is going to be 2,000 feet. Thrust limiter today, we never take off with full thrust essentially, because power engines on this plane have so much power. So we'll go ahead and actually set it to a 60-degree reference temp, and then we'll even do a 5% takeoff climb reduction. Going to take off with flaps 5 today, low CG, and then you can see it's actually calculated our takeoff speeds for us already. So we've got V1 at 138, VR rotation at 146, and then V2 at 152. And you can actually see, here's a quick look around Heathrow, looking around outside. It's actually amazingly realistic. Come over here, we can actually see there's another Continental 777 next to us going to Houston this morning. And come back here, finish programming the FMC. We'll take a look over here on this screen, bring up our weather. See that winds are coming basically from 360 at 7 knots. We'll program that in. 360 at 07. Oops. Get that right. 60 at 07. Too slow. 60-degree reference temp. So hopefully everyone can see what we've got programmed in here. And then we will come back. Previous page, actually set our speeds. And then come up here. Gonna tune in VOR left, VOR right, set display to show airports as well as our flight data. Flight director on, auto throttles on, set to rotation speed 146. And we've already contacted tower, been cleared to 19,000 feet. If we're taking off on the 9s, we're going to do a south turn. As we exit Heathrow, so everything plugged in, we'll actually come over here, set our auto brakes to RTL, then come over here,
Auto brake set to RTO.
That's my handy co-pilot talking to you. And then if we come over here, you can actually see as I scroll through, bring up the engines, bring up the stats, and take a look. And while we're here, we can actually go ahead and start the APU. So turn on our forward fuel pumps, and then go ahead and start the APU. And as we move down, you will see the APU is now spooling up. So while that goes on, come over here, check the electrical systems, and you'll actually see the cutover. Right now we're on external power. And you'll actually see the cut over to the APU once it's fully spooled up.
Springbok 104, taxi to runway and hold, runway 9 right.
And there we go.
Taxi to runway and
You can see
hold,
the
runway 9 right.
APU is
Springbok
now
104.
handling half of the electrical power on the plane. And as we come over here, hydraulic systems are not pressurized yet. Don't do that until we've shut all the doors. We've got fuel loaded into both of the wing tanks, nothing in the center tank. 140,000 pounds of fuel on board for the flight to Newark today. Take a look at the air, and we can actually take a look at the air in each individual section of the plane.
Control,
Speedbird
see. 65, ready to taxi.
And then we can actually see our duct pressure. Anti-ice is not armed yet, and it's all automatic in the 777 anyway. And we'll come over here again. We see the boarding doors are still open. Gear doors are closed right now. Brake temperatures are good. Flight control. Go ahead and set our trim for takeoff. And then we'll come in and we'll run through the electronic checklists. Make sure that QNH is set. 1014 over here, as you can see. Fuel is set. FMC is set. Thrust is set. Speeds are set. And we'll come up here. Engage LNAV VNAV. Check it off. And we are set and ready for pushback. Essentially from cold and dark to powered up and ready for engine start and pushback at Heathrow in a Boeing 777. We'll see you again in a few minutes for pushback, engine start, and for the flight to Newark.